IMS Ghaziabad, embrace change. With a legacy of over 3 decades and over 30,000 alumni, IMS Ghaziabad stands tall on the education horizon of our country.
Distinct aspect about IMS Ghaziabad is a philosophy of bringing in the latest changes across the disciplines.
IMS Ghaziabad was founded in 1990 by a group of visionaries and intellectuals to impart quality three
Good morning, everyone. So we will be starting in 2 to 3 minutes.
The world is changing, and we at IMS Ghaziabad embrace change. With a legacy of over 3 decades and over 30,000 alumni, IMS Ghaziabad stands tall on the education horizon of our country.
Distinct aspect about IMS Ghaziabad is a philosophy of bringing in the latest changes across the disciplines.
IMS Ghaziabad was founded in 1990 by a group of visionaries and intellectuals to impart quality education. In 3 decades, IMS Ghaziabad has grown from one institute to become 3 world-class campuses. Our mission is to impart vibrant, innovative, and global education, and to make IMS the world leader in terms of excellence in education, research, and to serve the nation in the 21st century.
We provide education in management, information technology, biosciences, 2 streams, biotechnology and microbiology. Then we have journalism and mass communication.
IMS is ranked first in UP and Uttarakhand for BBA, third in North India in BBA by Times B School Survey, and Best BCA Institute by CEGR.
Student's journey from his entry in the institute to his passing out after 3 or 5 years, depending upon the courses he is in, is structurally planned.
Every individual is equal important to us, and therefore we do a lot of micro handling of the students, where we train the students to break the career myths, to develop paragons and efficiency, and develop the competency in the students.
Flip videos is actually a win-win situation for both student and a teacher. If I talk about our campus, we have already started with this flip video teaching, and we have recorded hundreds of videos as of now.
And we provide a learning opportunity to the students by connecting them with the various multinational companies. We help students in giving them guest lectures, workshops, seminar, and giving them the industry exposure. And they help us to bring the gap between the industry and the academia.
We train the students to perform on international boards. These students also go for various international internships and placements. During these programs, these students also interact with foreign interns that came to our college also, and our students also goes to foreign universities.
The extra that we are giving to a student, which differentiates him or her in the corporate arena. So we are giving them case studies, we are giving them live situations, and it is a simulation kind of an environment where they are taking the decisions as managers of tomorrow.
IMS Ghaziabad follows 3-tier mentoring program in which students are mentored by faculty, alumni, and then by industry leaders. This program is supervised by our academic advisory board. IMS empowers students with infrastructure and amenities so they can bring out the best of their potential. From fully air-conditioned Wi-Fi campus to all-time accessible labs, from sports fields to recreational areas, IMS Ghaziabad students are medically insured from first day as well. IMS also has an in-campus boys and girls hostel to accommodate every year the increasing number of students.
Parents trust us. That's why more and more students are feeling comfortable and safe in our college.
All basic amenities are fulfilled so students can fully concentrate on their future.
We know that a student is not a student only inside the class. As they move out of the class, they are given a very wide variety of activities they can choose in the form of clubs.
We make sure that students reach out to the best of their potential, not only in terms of studies, but extracurricular activities too. For that, IMS Ghaziabad has 21 student clubs.
Clubs at IMS provides platform related to different fields so that students can participate in the activities according to their wish and excel in it.
To give students more sense of responsibility, we started new initiatives like Earn While Learn program, buddy mentoring, and classes by seniors. IMS Ghaziabad upholds a name as well as reputation when we talk about campus placements.
IMS has been pioneer in giving the placement opportunity to the students in various corporate world. Last year we have got 100 plus companies who have offered campus placement to our students. Some of the companies who have offered campus placements are Amazon, Capgemini, Tech Mahindra, NIIT and Tommy Hilfiger, to name a few.
IMS Ghaziabad students are placed with multinational corporate houses. Events are an integral part of IMS culture. Every year, IMS students organize numerous events, which give them a sense to plan, design, promote, and deliver exceptional events in real-life scenarios.
With all this together, IMS Ghaziabad today has become a place for learning to innovate and bringing in changes in all spheres of life.
Each and every element of students' curriculum is a conscious decision, not merely token. It's an intelligent design. IMS Ghaziabad welcomes you to join BBA, BCA, BJMC, B.Sc, BT and MB, M.Sc, BT and MIB. IMS Ghaziabad, be what you can be.
Okay, so here we have, am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
you are better.
Okay. A very good morning to one and all present here. It's given me immense pleasure to extend you all a warm welcome on behalf of IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus, who have clubbed us all together for this auspicious event, Invent. Now let me begin this event with a short introduction of our wonderful college. IMS UC has over 3 decades of experience consistently creating leaders, shaping the future of its students, exploring the past and the presence of education, and improving the study for the same through the application of the values such as integrity, tolerance, and mutual respect amongst all. IMS is held a stalwart of education and has received numerous amount of awards for the same. Most recently, IMS was ranked as the best BCA institute in North America, North India, 2019, awarded by Asia Pacific Education and Technology Award. Best BCA and BBA College in North India 2018, awarded by CEGR. First in Uttarakhand and second in all over India, and ninth globally for the placements. IMS is also ranked as the best journalism and mass communication college in North India 2018, awarded by CEGR itself. Overall, it is also awarded as the best in innovation in learning 2018 by CIAC Global. Now, what is the idea behind this event? Well, the idea behind this event is to bring together individuals from the different platforms, institutions, colleges, and schools through the online platform Zoom and devise a tremendous amount of growth from engaging and purposeful activities designed with a simple goal of opening the attendees' minds to new technology while still creating the aura of fun-filled experience. Various activities and engaging talk sessions with renowned personalities shall be a part of this event. For a better understanding of this event, let us have a look of previous year's event. I would like the host to play the previous year's event video, please. so much. Now for the continuation of the program, I would like to call my co-host Yashang Singh on the virtual stage.
Thank you, Anya, for inviting me on the virtual stage. Now, as we all know, there is one person who has acted as one of the biggest pillars supporting the institute, whose smile can melt the most hardest of all hearts, whose personality can make anyone lock their eyes on her, and whose presence is enough to make anyone filled with hope. Our leader, the visionary director of the Institute of Management Studies, Ghaziabad University Courses Campus, Dr. Sapna Rakesh Ma'am. She has been bestowed with the Rashtriya Shiksha Puraskar, and her research has been published in international and national journals of wide repute. And if I may add on something on personal level, she is one of the major reasons why our institute feels less like an educational institution and more like a family coming together to help each other grow, be it our lovely faculties, students, or the staff. Ma'am, please share your thoughts with us today.
Thank you, Yashank and Vanya, for a great kickstart to your program today. I congratulate both of you for coming forward and giving it the right start, speaking the right words, having the right lineup. Students, we were just looking at the last year glimpses just now. And when I was looking at the last year glimpses, I was wondering, so much has happened in past 7-8 months, about 9 months to be precise now. All of us have been exposed to new things, but not only that, all of us have had a challenge of readjustment in this new scenario while balancing our hope of living the old days again. I think that hope is still alive, and we're just waiting for the vaccination to come and the life to go back to where it was. But meanwhile, I congratulate each one of you who's taken initiative and right in the morning who has joined to participate in an inter-college program, inter-school program, to not to give up the decision to carry on the life the way it is. I congratulate each of you for that decision. And I also congratulate each of you for this energy, for this hope, for these dreams, and for the spirit of competition and the spirit of learning with which all of you come forward even to the digital competitions. See, I've been in academics for 25 years. Boys and girls who are joining today, most of you are less than 25 years. You have your life journey. I also have my academic life journey. These are unprecedented times. And these are the times those people who would still compete, who will still remain hopeful, who would still keep doing things, I guarantee that whatever be the circumstances tomorrow, you'll still be a winner, because these are not normal times. And so therefore, our house is already full. I saw that we have already 300 participants to the Zoom's conference capacity. And I'm sure there are more who are joining in on YouTube. There will be others who will join in different programs, proving their metals. I really, really am very, very happy seeing such a huge, bright troop of students who've come forward, for this competition. Meanwhile, I congratulate all the organizers, the students, the faculty, the conceptualizers, the visualizers, the presenters, and the students who will be organizing this throughout the day. I congratulate each of you, because it really, really is, seeing so many people come shows that you have rightly communicated what you're doing. All right, because having so many people itself is a reflection of the success of the program. I also thank wholeheartedly Dr. Vaishne for giving me this opportunity, and also not only Dr. Vaishne, the entire academic team and students. I should also congratulate you for always getting the right people from industry to speak to the students. I thank our industry guests with whom you'll be soon introduced, for joining us today. And I'm sure, that they are the ones who will connect you to what the world outside is. So with those words, online you cannot speak for more than 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, because if you do that, you're crossing the lines of the attention. So with those words, I thank all of you, and may God be with us. May we be blessed, and all of you friends come back to the normal life. But meanwhile, I keep this resilience on. Don't give on the hope. Keep working, keep proving your mettle. And I'm telling you, each one of you who's there right in the morning, voluntarily, you are already a winner of difficult times. Therefore, good times will always be on your side. With those words, friends, I wish a great, great luck to the event. And I wholeheartedly thank each one of you for joining into the program. Thank you. Thank you, Yashak.
Thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful and a heart-touching speech. Coming up next is one of the crucial pillars of our BCA department, who has been awarded with numerous awards such as 100% Proficiency Award, that to more than 10 times in College of Engineering, Roorkee, and in IMS Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Certificate of Achievement in Oracle, SQL, PLSQL online quiz, and many more. He has always been very much interested in database and e-commerce and have written numerous books for the same, for the likes of e-business for Sambalpur University, Orissa, e-commerce technology for Hilltrom, Cal Department of Information Technology. The list is endless. Dr. Gagan Varshne, sir, the virtual stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Yashank. Am I audible to all? Yashank?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So a very good morning to all. It's a matter of great pleasure and privilege to me to welcome all the participants from various schools and colleges for this inter-institutional event, Invent 2020. BCA department organize Invent every year. And this year, due to pandemic, we are organizing it online. And we have a very overwhelming response, not only from NCR, but outside NCR also. So let me give you a brief introduction about BCA program at IMS first. BCA department has started in year 2000. So we have more than 2 decades experience in the field of information technology and computer applications. Apart from regular courses, we also offer specialization programs, which is all industry oriented. Like in the form of data science, in the form of artificial intelligence, in the form of Android-based applications, in the form of cybersecurity and IoT, so that our students will able to cope up with the latest trends and technology in the field of information technology and computer applications. We also offer super specialization like in Hadoop, Oracle, and software testing. Students can opt any one of these specialization and can make his or her career in a particular technology. We have n number of student-driven clubs at IMS. At department level, we have IT club, AI club, network club, desktop app club, web app club, and one emerging tech cell, where the students can show their talent and compete with each other. In these clubs, we have round the clock, in a year, in a month, n number of programs in terms of workshops, seminars, and hands-on practices. Project plays a very important role as far as any technical course is concerned. Some of our students did their project at NIC Delhi, where we get a grant of rupees more than 1 lakh to the college. They develop a GIS-based software, which is totally helpful in the agricultural sector. So we also send the students to IIT Roorkee for internship, where students can work with the IITians and get exposure over there. Our placement plays a very important role. We have a very good placement record at IMS. Our students got placed in companies like Infosys, Wipro, TCS, Capgemini, etc. We have a number of collaborations with various industries like Red Hat, we have SP Enterprise, we have Training Basket, and many more. Throughout our Invent, Hackathon, orientation programs, fresher party, farewell party, workshops, seminars, guest lectures, and alumni talk. So of course, Invent, today we are organizing Invent, and in Invent we have, 4 major events today. Number 1, Quiz Viz we have E-Rangoli with us, we have Codwa and Design Master. And I hope you will enjoy these events, and I wish all the very best for all the participants. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an informative speech. And no wonder our college feels more like a family rather than an educational institution. Now I would like to call upon the virtual stage our today's honorable guest speaker, Kunal Singh, sir, who is an ambitious, humble, and dynamic young entrepreneur. He is a fellow member of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. His passion for IT enabled him of organizations and zeal for setting up new ventures, which led to the establishment of Easy ERP in the year 2007, which is the flagship product of the company. It is a unique concept. It is India's first tele-integrated ERP software that curbs the challenges faced by SMEs to implement ERP in their business processes. He has achieved immense success with this product, which is patronized by prestigious brands such as MDH, Goodyear, Shell, Kamdhenu Group, Picano, Crompton Greaves, etc. Sir, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Ishank, and thanks IMS for inviting me here. Very good morning to all of you, and it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm always delighted when I'm in the company of students, because that's where we get to know where I think the future is heading. I have been in IMS before also, and it has always been a very nice opportunity to interact with the students there. Today we are interacting in a different way, but then that's what pandemic has made us do. So as Dr. Gagan just mentioned about the expertise of students and the expert courses that you have within the BCA platform, I would want to pick from that word and just set a context of what expertise can work for. Because today, if I take my company as an example, we have programmers, we have testers, but if it comes to database, finding a guy who's an expert in SQL is becoming a challenge. Now, I know it might sound surprising to all of you here, because SQL is the basics of database that anyone and everyone would be learning today, and a lot of you would be learning it. But what matters is the depth of knowledge that you have. Writing a plain SQL query is definitely like going to school in grade 1. Writing joins would be grade 2. Writing complex queries with nested joins would be grade 3. But when it gets more and more complex, that's where the competency matters. And this is what I feel is lacking, or this is, I will not use the word lacking. This is what differentiates a good resource from an excellent resource. No one is bad. Everyone is meant to be doing something somewhere. So in our organization also, we have a very clear statement that you're not a bad resource, you're not just the right fit. So you may not be fitting well in our environment because we might be looking at something from you, but you might be a very good fit in some other organization, some other environment where your caliber comes out. And this is what each one of you needs to realize. What is your caliber? See, IT is a huge terminology today. There are, if not more, at least 100 different career choices within IT. Gone are the days when the top traditional 5, programming, database, networking, testing, these were the 4-5 terminology. Just say, if I were to put it in my times, and at the risk of sounding old, हमारे time पे arts, commerce, science होता था, और कुछ पूछते ही नहीं थे. If it's a commerce student, you have to be a CA or a CS. You're a science student, you will be a mechanical engineer, or you will be a civil engineer. You're a science student, you'll become a doctor. But it's not that time today. Every field has so many diversities within it, where you really need to realize what is your expertise. I'll give you another vague example. I have a lot of good testers in my organization. I have a lot of good project managers in my organization. It is very difficult to find one resource who understands programming, who understands functionality, and is able to document it right. So in our language, we call someone who can write SOPs, or the standard operating procedures. That technical writing skill set is missing. 1 out of 100 people would have that skill set. Now, if any one of you is very good at understanding technology, but does not have the aptitude to be a programmer, you may understand programming, but you don't like coding. You don't like database, but you're very good at writing. Now you need to then you need to figure out that probably technical writing is your skill set, where you will be able to marry both the concepts. There used to be a proverb that still exists: jack of all trades and master of none. And at our times, everyone used to say that if you're a jack of all trades and master of none, it won't work out well for you. I would say today is the time when you need to be a jack of all trades, but a master of at least one. Because if you don't know everything, or let's say something about everything, it will become difficult for you to adapt. So when your director Sapnaji mentioned about a word readjustment, this is the most important word that COVID has brought into the picture. You can categorize the entire set of companies, countries, employees, resources, everyone into two categories. One who are willing to adapt, and one second who are not willing to adapt. Those who adapted made their way even during these tough times. Those who did not adapt took the hit. I feel proud in announcing that in March, we were a 120 resource organization. Today, we are a 180 resource organization. We have grown 50% in the last 8 months, 9 months, as Sapnaji said. Point was adaptation. Now, if you are willing to adjust with the circumstances and change yourself, same will apply to all of you, because in IT, the technology is changing so fast. You cannot say that, okay, this is what I learned and this is what I'll continue to do for the rest of my life. You might have learned 3 languages or 3 technologies today. Trust me, 4 years, 5 years down the line, they'll be obsolete. When I started my software company about 13 years ago. I'm a chartered accountant, for that matter, if some of you didn't pay attention. I'm a chartered accountant. I have no formal qualification in technology, but I'm a hardcore programmer myself. I started programming when I was in 4th grade. I used to write softwares for my office and for my friends' offices when I was in 10th. Programming has nothing to do with qualification. It is your passion. If you can really spend sleepless nights dreaming about coding, then you're meant to be a programmer. So likewise, any field in IT, we have graphic designers in my company. They are BTech background, but they're doing graphic designing. Again, it was their passion, they're doing it. My CTO, who's the head of the entire technology and development, is a BCom graduate. But it's his passion in technology which makes him capable of doing programming better than the best of the best college passouts that come to us for interviews. So your passion will define where you want to be. And the second thing that will make you a good resource is your readiness to change. We designed something in VB6, became obsolete. We changed it to VB.NET, became obsolete. We changed it to C#.NET. Then there were .NET frameworks 1, 2, 3, 4. Realized that also became obsolete. .NET Core came into the picture. Today, even that sounds obsolete. Everyone is moving to Node.js, Python, React. Technology is changing so rapidly. You cannot be stuck to one platform for more than 2-3 years now. I'll give you a class example in this case, and this is a real life case. So Flipkart acquired one of the companies of my friends. And when they acquired them, so they were interviewing the team that who do we keep and who does not become part of Flipkart. Believe it or not, the way they took the interview was for the developers that, okay, what are you good at? So someone would say, okay, I'm good at JavaScript, I'm good at JS, or let's say I'm good at .NET. Okay, you're good at .NET, forget it. Here's Python, you have 3 days to learn it, we'll take your interview on the 4th day. If you pass that interview on the 4th day in this new language, then we'll keep you, otherwise we'll fire you. This is the expectation today for these giants. They don't want how good you are at one language, they want how good you are in learning something new, because new will always keep coming. All the buzzwords that you hear of today, AI, ML, big data, they are going to be so dynamic. You cannot just stay with one thing. So that's why adapting to it, changing yourself, learning is going to be the biggest requirement. We work with a good amount of giants today. So we are into ERP solutions, which have started initially in 2007, which we do for SME manufacturers. We are also into space of distribution management, where we work with almost every large FMCG and FMCD company. There again, the solutions that they're looking for changes literally every year. That, okay, this year we were achieving this, now we want to go there, now we want to go there. So we also have to adapt our solutions. So I would take a pause here and then break it with a clear message that for each and every one of you, please try and figure out what are you very good at. And trust me, that need not be the core 4-5 common categories of IT. If you're an excellent designer who has a passion for designing, but you're an IT student, please get into UI UX designing. It's a huge field today. If you're an excellent writer, get into technical writing, blog writing. We are not able to find, I must have hired at least 6 marketing agencies over the last 4 years. I have fired each one of them because none of them had the right content writers who could write technical content. Everyone can write about food and travel and B2C products, but no one was able to write the right technical blogs which were needed for marketing. So there are huge spaces that we can work on. Yes, if you're a programmer, please be there. And I'll throw in an open invitation today. And I think I told that to Rakesh sir also. I'm currently looking for 2 interns for a new ed tech that I'm coming up with. And one of them needs to be researching on what all we can do, and one of them needs to be making the roadmap for it. So we're looking for 2 interns. Anyone wishing, please contact Rakesh sir, he'll connect you to me. Because see, diversity is there. Last, and to into this example, I am a chartered accountant who has a CA firm. I don't do that CA work anymore. I started a software company where we do enterprise software solutions. I also own another startup called First Cut, which is Naukri.com for aspiring actors, models, and singers. Anyone on you who wants to be an actor or a singer, please come to that app. You can give your auditions there. Then we're starting another EdTech startup this month. We'll be launching an online school next year. So yes, pandemic has made that possible, and we are launching a full-fledged online school for the next academic session. So it's all about adapting. I didn't take any course in teaching. I'm not a teacher. I didn't take any course in acting, but I'm running an acting startup. So yeah, it can be done. So you can also do it. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for having me here. Thank you, Rakesh.
Thank you, sir, for such a motivational speech. And my specialization contains SQL itself, and I will definitely practice it more from this day on. Coming up next is a wonderful alumni from the 2011 batch, Mr. Pradeep Shukla, sir, who will be sharing about his journey and experiences at IMS and the life which followed. And he is currently working as a software engineer at Cerner Healthcare Corporation Private Limited, Bangalore. Sir, please enlighten us with your kind words.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, totally.
Yeah, I hope you can see me as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, so good morning, everyone. Present over here. Actually, my name is Pradeep Shukla, and I'm an alumnus of batch 2014. I feel very proud and honored to be invited here. And also, I hope all of you and your family members are doing fine in this difficult time of COVID-19. Let me just share my screen to little bit tell you about my timeline since I joined the IMS and what I have been doing now. So can you see my screen?
Yes, it is totally visible.
Yeah, thank you. So, you can say, so it is a very small journey. So in 2011, when I passed 12th, then I decided to pursue BCA with no idea of future perspective. I mean, I was not knowing what is going to happen. So I just took the admission, and I mean, I did not have any expertise in computer field or something like that. Just had a PC at my home. That's it. So but as we move forward till 2014, so I had a great learning during that time, because faculty members was very supportive, and like they are very encouraging, because if you are doing something other than your syllabus, so they are always encouraging. So like so I actually worked on Android at that moment, uh, like 20 from 2011 to 2014. I was very much into Android, because we have to submit this final year project, and I remember that we actually ended up building the IMS Android application actually. So that was a great learning and lots of experience also. But I actually wanted to pursue the higher studies from there. So you might have like different I mean ambition in your life, like maybe some of you are doing right now BCA, and after that BCA, few people go to MBA as well. Few people might want to join an MCA institution, that is Master of Computer Applications, and then mm, like some of you might also want to pursue the other side of story, like they can like go for government jobs preparation maybe. So this was like for me, it was like every time I wanted to like go to an IT or a big institution actually. So that was my dream since 2011, because all of my friends and batchmate from school time was in NIT, IIT, BITS, and everything. So they always used to like tease me for this thing. So that was the only option. And while studying in IMS only, I in 2014 I appeared for an NIT entrance, and that was a very bad rank, like in 4 digit. I don't remember also that thing. Then in 2014, so you see one gap here from 2014 to 2015, and then I appeared again for all national level, state level entrance exam, where we have MCA. So it was different this time. So I got all India rank 9 for an IT entrance, and then for UP state exam I got 16th rank, and then there were like lots of institution where I got this rank in 1 digit or 2 digit. So what happened during this to 2014 to 2015? So I would like to share that. So after 2014, I mean at that time we did not had so much of scope. Right now you are having a like great facility at institution, that you are having a job invite and internship invite. Just now sir said that he is inviting you for internship, but at that time we did not had such thing. And so I remember I went for an HP interview and they rejected me. That were like I also decided that after BCA that I'm going to do the job, and let's do it. But I got rejected in Noida. So then what happened in this? So I actually I was like I was still not sure that what I want to achieve with this. So there was a second thought that let's do MCA and we'll have job from like I can do MCA from anywhere. Like even I would have done it with any institution of my place. But so what happened during this time? So I actually did a lot of hard work, and smart work as well. But it was most of the hard work only, because I would say I used to study like 9 hours a day for approximately 9 to 10 months. So that was the journey. So if you see, we got a bad rank in 4 digit here without any preparation. And when you had positive thinking and you made up your mind that you anyway want to achieve that goal, then I got every rank in single or double digit. So this is all India rank 9 in NIMSET. And so this was it. Then I went to study MCA in NIT Trichy, and then a lots of learning and different experience uh, at that level of institution. So because you get exposure to so many things, like you have a great alumni base, and you know what happening in the industry while you are studying in the institution only. So then I got a job in MNC that is based on Bangalore. It's an American company, Cerner Healthcare Corporation, uh, where I'm working. Currently, I'm working there only as a software developer. I joined as an intern, but right now I'm working as a software developer in Cerner Healthcare Corporation. So little bit about my company. So what we do. So it's not very popular in India, because we don't have electronic health record present in India. So if you talk about Western country in America or other Western countries, so they have everything automated. So for example, if I talk about India perspective, so if you are taking a treatment for something in Ghaziabad, so at the location of Lucknow or another city must be knowing what you have taken the treatment for, without asking you with a number. So they have, just like we have Aadhaar number, so they have social identification number, and one electronic health record number also they have. So yeah, they just have to scan your that barcode, and they will be knowing that what you are getting treated in Ghaziabad for. So that is the level of EHR in Western country. That's why I mean, so it is not currently present in India, because I mean it should be there. So everything, your online record and everything should be present online, so that the doctor can treat you well. Not only this thing, but my company, for example, blood transfusion we do. For example, here, so everything is automated there, like blood transfusion. If we are transfusing the blood also, that is also automated, so that the margin of error is very less. uh, so if I have to give a B positive blood or something, so I would be giving that only, nothing else, so that the life can be saved. Currently, I am working on a project known as Clarvia. So what Clarvia do is a scheduling based app. So for example, if a hospital having a nurse, and how would you decide like which patient should have which nurse? So we have a skill. So suppose a nurse is having a skill which is who is good at cardiology. For example, I'm having a patient in my hospital having a cardiac problem. So my software which I'm working on, so that can decide on its own that which nurse is skilled in this, and how many nurse actually we required for this particular patient based on the severity of the condition. So that severity also can be decided by this software. Not only this, I'm telling you a very small part of this software, but it has so many advanced things. I mean, it has like AI inbuilt. Just now sir was telling about this, all these things. So that was it about my company and my work. I mean, this is not like very important for you right now. So right now what I want to say, so uh, whatever you are learning in your syllabus, BCA syllabus, that is fine. I mean, I would say in first semester, the C language is the core. That is very important. Whatever you can learn, but C is must. I mean, you have to learn, because that is the core of the programming. It's not like so if you go in any interview also, so everything is related to C only. So we don't have many features in C. That is the best part of that to learn, because for example, we have lots of great things in great language which can be avoided by just one line. But for example, the pointer concept in C programming, you have the pointer concept, but they have removed it from many high level language. For example, Java and everything. So Python is like one, you just write print hello world. But in C programming, you have to give like say, everything, printf and everything. So you have to include header file and everything. So that is very important. I mean, the background, what is happening, that is the same thing happening in Python also, but that is happening in the background. So you have to, I mean, learn that thing as well. So in the first semester, C programming is very important, and then uh, C programming is very important, and then you can learn you don't have to give so I mean so many subjects are like this that don't have to pay so much of attention, just learn. But like C programming, then C++. Apart from that, you can do one thing. I mean, whatever happening in the industry right now, not in the industry, I mean, whatever you see on your mobile as well. So if you open any app or something, so you can see, for example, Myntra. So they have an app. So you can explore about that. I mean, how they have made that. I mean, what technology actually they have used. Are they using React for that, or any other technology, or is a core Android or something like that? So you can explore around that. I mean, if you are, I mean, if you want to, I mean, achieve something in the computer industry, so you have to keep learning. For example, we have like every year we have new Android version. So just like that, I mean, if you talk about the previous Android apps, which will not be supported by the new version, so you have to keep on learning. That is the very important thing for you to remember. Apart from that, if you have any like question which I can answer as an alumni of your college, so I would be very happy if you have any question. I mean, that was pretty much about me. Thank you guys for inviting me. If you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'm good to go. Thank you.
Okay, any questions, anyone? Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for such a descriptive speech and the use of PPT to convey us about your journey, which was done in a phenomenal manner. It is finally the time to start the event, which I would once again like to call upon my co-host, Vanya Mudgal, on the virtual stage.
Thank you so much, Shashank. As for the event details, the time has come. The event should be start as the follows. Quiz Viz and Design Maestro, which will start at 11:05 a.m. Consecutively, for which the Shashank would be sharing the link in the chat box. So the respective participants kindly join the link and keep a check that you are joining the right link. Further, Code War and E-Rangoli will start at 12:30 p.m. and the link would be shared for the same. All the best to everyone. May I have the links in the chat box, please?
So Vanya, if I am right, the first one would be for designing Maestro, right?
Yes, Yashank.
Yes. So here it is.
As for the quiz viz, the participants needs to stay here in this link, particular link and particular Zoom meeting only. If you have any doubts, you can contact any one of the coordinators as well. All the participants, the links are already shared in the chat box and you can continue to your platform. If you have any doubts regarding the links, you can contact any one of the coordinators. As for the quiz with participants, they are supposed to remain here only.
The inaugural ceremony is over. I would like everyone who is participated in designing Metro, please be in the room for which the link has been shared. Participants who have registered themselves in QuizWiz, please stay here. And the ones who have registered in designing Metro, please move to the desired link.
As for the Code War and e-Rangoli, the programs are going to start at 12:30 p.m. I again request all the participants to join the link that you have enrolled yourself. Design Maestro can go to their respective platforms. Here you can see the numbers of student coordinators, and if you have any doubt, you can contact any one of them.
Rohit, are you there, beta? Rohit? Rohit Yadav? Rohit Yadav, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I am here. Hello, yes, ma'am, I am here.
Okay. I hope the participants here are for QuizWiz.
QuizWiz participants, I hope all of them are there in this meeting.
Ma'am, if I may suggest, they all can rename themselves.
We'll just wait for a few minutes, then we will begin with the event.
YouTube wala band kar do.